this is Doxy Mom, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, I greatly appreciate if you hit that little red subscribe button. You can ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Well, Miss Cindy and I, we're going to bring you the news in 15 minutes or less, so let's get started. Now, one of the best things that I heard at the RNC was Ivanka Trump, and don't you just love her? She said Washington, D.C. didn't change Donald Trump. Donald Trump changed Washington, D.C., and he certainly has. He is turning this country back over to we the people, and the deep state is terrified. Yet all their schemes, they seem to backfire on them, and we know why, because we have Almighty God on our side. President Trump has welcomed Jesus back into the White House, and President Trump will win in 2020, and 2021 is going to be filled with arrest, people, the treasonous people who have been trying to destroy our country, and a year of prosperity with the country opening back up. And of course, we should be open now, but you know, these deep state Democrat governors, they're keeping us shut down until the election because they want people to blame President Trump, and we all know COVID is not our wonderful president's fault. And the COVID mortality rate is down 85%. So this is wonderful news. Now, one of my wonderful subscribers, Counselor One, told me in a comment that he and his family and many of his church members got the Rona, even though they wore masks and they were 6 feet apart, and it was like a bad cold with fever, cough, chills, sneezing, snuffy nose, and it lasted about 8 days, but it was not anything to fear. Now, of course, if you're elderly with underlying health conditions, it can be fatal, and that's where zinc, Z-Pack, and hydroxychloroquine has cured many people. And if you can get the hydroxychloroquine, I knew the minute that the governor started banning a drug that had been around for 65 years, well, you know that the drug worked. So, as I've said from the beginning, please do not fear. Well, guys, I had heard that Kanye West was dropping out of the presidential race, but The Hill is reporting that Kanye is suing Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Elections Commission, the WEC, to get his name on the ballot in the state this fall. Now, the WEC voted 5-1 last week to turn away the rapper's petition after he missed the deadline by 14 seconds. So, he's suing them. Well, Kanye, rules are rules. Now, apparently, Kanye's name is on the ballot in Arkansas, Colorado, Utah, and Vermont. Kanye said that his campaign could do damage to Joe Biden's White House bid. And guys, it certainly could. Of course, we know it's been prophesied that set by several prophets that Trump will win in 2020. And I'll leave a link. Nicholas Sandmann, the young man who was harassed by Nathan Phillips at that anti-abortion march in early 2019, and he was paid undisclosed amounts of money in lawsuits against the Washington Post and CNN. Well, he tweeted this: "Finally got to add more to my bio than just schools in tweet." This nice young man, who is attending Transylvania University, has been hired by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to work as a grassroots director for McConnell's re-election bid. So, we wish Nicholas much success in his new position and in his freshman year of college. Now, it was going around on Facebook and Twitter that the NBA wouldn't play anymore until President Trump resigns. And I thought, oh well, no more basketball. But the people who run betting on the games, well, they're not going to be real happy. Then, lo and behold, the Gateway Pundit is reporting today, Saturday, August 29th, that the NBA agreed to continue playoffs this weekend, but only if their ads during the game promote leftist politics and civic engagement. So now you get to listen to lectures on Black Lives Matter during the breaks in the game. When did professional sports become a political arena? I don't know about you, but if I watch a game, and I enjoy watching football games. I'm not big on basketball, but when I watch a game, I want to be entertained. I want a break from what's happening politically. I don't want a lecture from professional athletes or from famous actors on how I should vote, because I have a feeling I know a lot more about politics than they do, and I'm sure all of you, my wonderful subscribers, feel the same way. And get this, according to Sandy Koch's tweet, only 20% of NBA players are registered to vote. Can you say puppets? Of course, we know that the satanic deep state has pulled out all the stops and are in panic mode. So let the basketball players pitch their little hissy fits as millions of Americans tune out and the NBA loses millions of dollars. And I'll leave a link. Now, the Gateway Pundit, they're also reporting on Steve Bannon and how he was indicted by corrupt Southern District of New York attorneys. Guys, they also indicted Brian Kofaj, a war veteran who lost 3 limbs in Iraq. Now, I have talked about the We Build the Wall project. I've given them money. They have videos on the wall they have built and the great work that they've done for the American people. And I knew when I first heard they were arrested that this must be a deep state operation. Well, the Gateway Pundit's reporting that the men were indicted on what appears to be overly aggressive and bogus charges. There is no indication they did anything wrong, yet the mainstream media blasted the bogus indictment across the airwaves during the DNC just 5 days before the RNC in an attempt to embarrass our wonderful president. Guys, this smells of Andrew Weissman, Robert Mueller's pit bull. And Sidney Powell has said that Andrew Weissman can make a birthday gift to your grandmother look like a crime. And the last time I checked, New York is nowhere near the southern border where they're building the wall. Now, the SDNY is threatening to place a gag order on the falsely accused and anyone in the media supporting them. Oh well, they won't gag me. Anyway, please keep Steve Bannon, Brian Kofaj, and the others in your prayers, and pray we get these corrupt justice officials out of our government. And I'll leave a link. Now, David Nino Rodriguez tweeted this: although this is a very stressful time, and it's still the greatest time to be alive in history. What we are witnessing is humanity waking up from a long slumber. The Great Awakening worldwide is here. No stopping it. End tweet. And guys, he's absolutely right. It's an awesome time to be alive. This period in our history will be huge in future history books. The silent war will be studied by future generations. Now, it's tough living through these uncertain times, but keep the faith, patriots, because we all know that God wins. And I'm going to leave you with Joshua chapter 1, verses 7 through 9 that say, be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Well, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, this is Doxy Mom, and God bless you all.